This is one of those memory lane. I was just flipping through an old 1983 Fordham catalog, just looking at a lot of the stuff that I have, test equipment, and looking at how much it cost back in 1983. And I thought I'd show a little bit of it because, not so much the test equipment, but they also sold a lot of other stuff. And one of the things they sold was Cobra radios. So some of the prices, it's just interesting to look at how much they cost today and how much they cost in 1983. So some of the test equipment, actually, if we go to the first page, well, actually, I guess it's not, yeah, actually it is page 1. I actually have this. That's the oscilloscope. That's right there on the bottom. It's a BK Precision. It's a 100 megahertz dual time base 4-channel oscilloscope. Very good scope. I've been using it for years. You can see in 1983 it cost $1,912.50. Nowadays, man, you can get a a Rigel for 100 megahertz that does a whole lot more functions. All kinds of math functions. I mean, not just Rigel. There's lots of them out there. But, that's still on my bench for a reason. It has a CRT, or a cathode ray tube. And they're just easier to view, especially when you're doing modulation packages and, monitoring RF transmissions. But, yeah, there's one thing that's on my bench. BK had a full line of equipment. They made really good equipment. That oscilloscope was one of their top-of-the-line products. I've had some of these, like, capacitance meters over the years. A lot of this stuff I have is just, sitting collecting dust. How much test equipment can one person use? I actually have that semiconductor. I actually have 2 of those, the 501A semiconductor curve tracers. Well, let's see what else we have here that I have of theirs. I've had a couple of their digital multimeters. I got some of them stashed away somewhere. Don't use them anymore. I have one of raise the camera up just a slight bit. I have one of the solid state service meters, and I have one of those. I think I have one of each of those. I got the 277 and 290. I don't think I have a BK. Or no, I do have a BK. I don't have the 277. I've got the BK 177 and the 290. Also have the high voltage multiplier probe they have right there. And they go into Hitachi equipment. That's one thing. I don't know if I'm trying to think if I even have anything from Hitachi. Don't think I have anything from them. Leader, I do have a lot of leader equipment. I've got a leader. I don't even remember what model it is. Be that one, because that's a quad channel, 100 megahertz. I'd have to go look at it, but I've got a leader 100 megahertz scope somewhere. I do actually have a lot of leader equipment. They made really good equipment as well. Let's see, actually, one of these, I have to look up at the one I got. What the hell is that? 181A. Yeah, that one right there. That's actually that meter right there. Let's see. Oh, I have one of those audio generators. I've got the distortion meter, which is actually that's on the next page. I have that distortion meter right there. Also have the wow and flutter meter. What else here do I have? I got a couple of their frequency counters. I used to actually have those on the bench here, but I've changed out some of my counters. But I have a bunch of each of those different model frequency counters. They're good frequency counters. I like them because they have the green displays. They're very easy to read. It's one thing I hate about a lot of modern equipment. They use LCD displays. They're just, especially from any distance, they're hard to read. You get at the wrong angle. That's why you'll notice on my bench here, when I flip something on, it's got nice bright digits. They're either red or green. And test equipment uses red or green for a reason, and not those annoying blue LEDs like a lot of radios use today, because they're impossible to read. They're just a blur of light. You can see how clear the displays are on those counters. Let's see here. Global Specialties actually have a kit. Comes with the logic probe, the pulsar, and the logic monitor. Right there. There it is. The kit. I have that. Nice little, actually I have two of those. They're really nice. Occasionally use those. Just all kinds of goodies, man. Yeah, this is one of those down memory lane. You look at some of the old equipment that was new in the day. Yeah, I mean, well, I've got a couple of those old flute meters. Man, yeah, they've got some age, but yet, then again, this is a 1983 catalog. We got here Viz, power supplies. Viz, basically RCA. Actually, if we go through here, because I had that power line monitor, just an analog meter with a gigantic, it's got a really big variable resistor inside one of those, heck, what do you want to call it? Wire wound that has the movable tap on it, and that's how you actually calibrate it. I've got one of those. I've got several of these. That's nothing more, they call it the Viz Master Voltometer. That's nothing but an RCA Senior Voltometer. So I've got several of those. Actually, if you go back to power supplies, I've got a couple of those ISO, adjustable ISO taps. Yeah. But in any case, there's a bunch of the old test equipment from back in the day. There's the old Simpsons. Simpsons still around, still making good meters. There's Ico, Hickok. But anyhow, let's get back to some of the, oh man, back when everything used to have alignment points. The alignment tools. I actually have one of those racks. I just don't have anywhere to hang the damn thing. I've got so many hundreds and hundreds of alignment tools, it's not even funny. But let's get back here to the radios. We're getting close there. Speakers and microphones. There we go. So here's a good example of what stuff cost then, and then compare it to what it costs now. So here's a radio that's still available. The Cobra 29 LTD. Now this is 83, so it was fairly, no, actually the 29 model has been around since the 23 channel days. But, in 40 channel version, in 1983 it was $119.95. Now you can compare that to how much they cost now. They cost less than that today, in today's money. So yeah, radios were not cheap, and the farther back you go, actually the more these damn things cost. Yeah, CB radios back in the day were, I'm not going to say they were a luxury item, but they were not cheap. I mean, even a Cobra 25 LTD, $88. Here were some of the stereo and CB radio combos. Here was the 50 LTD, that was $199.95, and the 55 XLR, that was $199.95. But the Cobra, the big boy, that's on the next page. There's the 2000. Yeah, $349.95 for a brand new Cobra GTL, Cobra 2000 GTL. And you consider nowadays used ones in working condition but not yet restored, easily a lot of times will sell for more than that. So yeah, 142, $199.95. The ever popular 148 GTL, $179.95. There's the 146 GTL down here at the bottom. That's $149.95. So yeah, man. The nice old scanners. What is? I think it's that one. I had one of. It might be the. I don't know. It's one of these two. I can't remember anymore. It's been so damn long since I saw it. I'm thinking it's this one. I don't. What the hell is the difference here? 40. Programmable aircraft, marine, public service. Yeah, it's this one here. I've got this one. Haven't used it for a long time. Got a lot of scanners too. But yeah. All the old original in-dash car stereos. Yeah, just one of those back, stroll back memory lane. Look through all the old catalogs at all the gadgets and gizmos, and yeah, there's something you don't see very much of in catalogs nowadays: record players. And record player service parts. Yeah, cassette tapes, man, they were the thing. Cassettes were coming in. Yeah, it was the end of the 8-track era, right around 83. You're end of the 8-track era, and everybody was getting into cassettes and the Walkman. Oh man, here this was. Look at that, the calculator watch. Man, I can remember when I was a kid, you were the shit if you had a calculator watch. And boom boxes, yeah, the old ghetto blasters. He who had the biggest ghetto blaster wins. Man, they made some monsters back in the day. Huh. Yeah, some nice stuff. You know, is that a... Oh, okay, that's a home stereo system. Yeah, it's got a built-in turntable in it. But, yeah. Personal computers, and man, remember the old joysticks, the big gigantic joysticks back in the day. Yeah, the Atari 400, Commodore. Oh man, yeah, memories. Yeah, all kinds of splitters for cable. Because man, that's when cable was really starting to get popular. Wireless remotes for cable TV. Yeah, God, look at the size of these remotes. Christ, you could kill an elephant throwing one of those things at him. Christ, the damn remote control's half the size of the cable box. Yep, so there you go. There's just a quick rundown memory lane in a 1983 Fordham catalog.